Welcome to the AI Research Roundup. I'm Alex, and today we're looking at a paper from the Hugging Face trending list, published just a couple of days ago on June 16th, and it shows that even a top model like GPT-4o only scores about 50% on a new, challenging financial benchmark. The paper is titled MultiFinBen, a multilingual, multimodal, and difficulty-aware benchmark for financial LLM evaluation. So the authors point out that most tests for financial LLMs are too simple, often just using English text. This paper introduces a new benchmark called MultiFinBen to fix that. It's multimodal, meaning it uses text, images, and audio, and it covers 5 different languages. It also introduces new tasks that require complex reasoning, like understanding financial documents with embedded images, which uses a technique called Optical Character Recognition, or OCR. As we'll see, even the best models today really struggle with these more realistic, difficult problems. Alright, so to really see what makes this new benchmark different, the authors provide this comparison table. It lines up their MultiFinBen against other existing financial benchmarks. The columns show different features, like support for multiple languages, different modalities, which are just types of data like text or images, and even optical character recognition. That's the ability to read text from an image. And as you can see, MultiFinBen is the only one with a checkmark in every single category, including being difficulty aware, which means it tests models on a range of problem complexities. Building on that comparison, this next figure gives us a great visual overview of the MultiFinBen benchmark. At the very center, you can see the 3 core modalities it tests: text, vision, and audio. As you move outward, the wheel is broken down into languages, like English, Spanish, and Chinese, and then into the 34 individual datasets. Finally, those colored dots on the outside rim show the difficulty level for each task. This structure really highlights the benchmark's comprehensive design, covering many combinations of data type, language, and complexity. So how do the models actually perform? This table lays out the standardized scores for 22 different LLMs across all the tasks. You can see the models listed across the top, names like GPT-4o and Llama 3.170b. The rows break down the tests by modality, language, and the specific skill being tested, like information extraction, which is basically pulling key facts from a document. The most striking result is at the bottom. Even the top model, GPT-4o, only scores 50.67% overall, with the next best far behind. To break down that overall score, these next 3 radar charts give us a really intuitive picture of model performance. On the left, we see how models handle the different modalities: text, vision, and audio. It's clear that most are specialized, excelling in one area but not all 3. The middle chart shows a similar story for languages, with performance varying widely. But the chart on the right is the most telling, showing performance across easy, medium, and hard tasks. You can see the performance area shrink dramatically as difficulty increases, even for GPT-4o. So what's the big picture here? Well, these results really drive home the main conclusion. Even the most advanced models today, like GPT-4o, are just not ready for the complex global reality of finance. They struggle significantly with cross-lingual generalization, which is the ability to apply knowledge from one language to another. The MultiFinBen benchmark shows that when you add multiple languages, data types, and real difficulty, performance plummets. This work gives the community a much-needed, realistic tool to guide future progress. That's all for this week's Roundup. Thanks for tuning in.